of course, I think when I was 13, 14, I changed a bit of the lyrics for the better, but I wrote the song when I like the melody and most of the lyrics when I was 11. When I really want to write something from here, then I have to sit down at my piano and it has to be completely quiet. And I just sit there for quite a long time, and it's kind of like meditation.
First and foremost, my name is Monica. Lovely talking to you, Aurora.
Hello, Monica. Lovely talking to you too.
I am actually very pumped about this because of the fact that this is a song that I discovered a couple of years ago and Runaway. But I'm actually glad that there's a lot of new people who are discovering it now. And how are you feeling about it actually?
Well, I'm feeling it's hard to understand what I'm feeling, because the when people tell me, oh, your song is doing good, or you got this or that, like a success doesn't always make me so happy in my heart. I don't care much about it. And then in the beginning I thought something was wrong with me, because I never got as happy as the other people about our success, and I was like, why do I not feel the happiness? But when I read people's letters and messages, and when they tell me from all around the world that they enjoy my music and that my music has helped them, that moves my heart so much that I could just die. It just moves me so much, and it's so beautiful. So I'm very excited and also confused, because I don't know why it's happening, but I'm also very grateful um, that Runaway can be there for people. So it's very beautiful.
That's true. I'm gonna start with something that's very important right now. As something people are in a very what do you call it? A very trying times right now. The world is shaken up, and music has been a very healing kind of moment for a lot of people who are at home. And your music has helped people. Other people's music is helping right now. How are you dealing with this time, and how are you keeping yourself motivated?
Oh, well, I know that I think Norway have been very lucky, because we're a small country and people already live very far. We're only 5 million in the whole country, It's very small. So I know that we are very lucky, and I can only imagine how people are experiencing this around the world. And I know especially now India is really going through a tough time. But I try to understand why I'm sad and afraid, and why I feel darkness inside of me, why I feel so tired, and why I can't really get out of bed some days and do things, because you're not always motivated, because it's hard to see a future at all when everything is just standing still and it's so chaotic right now. But I'm trying not to blame myself. I'm trying to be good to myself, and tell myself that it's okay. As long as you end up alive in your own bed, by the end of the day, you are successful. It's the only thing you really need to do. And I try to just focus on the small things, making myself a good meal or enjoying a cup of tea. And I buy myself plants, so I feel, because we have to be inside all the time, so fill your home with plants. I'm just telling you, it's my biggest advice. And I try to meditate and just take day by day. And I know that everything has an end, even the good times. We have to enjoy them, because one day it will be over, and we have to endure the hard times, because I know one day this will be over, and we will look back and think, we're so happy that we just stood through it. But yes, I don't know. It's hard to give it any advice, because we're all in so different. We all experience all of this so different, and someone are losing the people they love, and it's just. Oh, but it's we just have to keep going, minute by minute, and day by day.
True. During this time, did you go back to any hobbies that maybe you could not have done it during your touring time or anything? Did you go back to any of your hobbies that you rediscovered maybe during this work from home kind of scenario?
That's a very good question. I've never been asked that before. But yes, yes, absolutely, I have. So Corona has, of course, stopped everything, and we can't do the things we usually do. But it also it has given me more time to just sit and think. And I've been starting to paint again.
Oh my God.
It's just the background of the photo, but I'm gonna make a nice picture there. So I really started to paint again, and that gives me such peace to do something and just add more colors to it. I really recommend painting also, because you can do that just at home. So painting and drying flowers and hanging them on the walls makes me really happy. I steal them from the park. And then I hang them on my wall as always. I stolen flowers. And yes, so I steal flowers and I paint and I write songs and I learn to cook, and I try to learn to cook. I actually cooked a really good green curry dish last, like, yesterday, and I added way too much spice. Just look at me. You can see that I think just pepper is spicy. And I'm like, oh no, help me. So I am, because I really want to learn how to eat a chili, because I know that it's so good for the body to kind of. So I'm teaching myself how to eat spicy things.
But that's good. That's good. Even I can't tolerate spice,
Hmm.
even though my family can. But
Yeah,
I'm
but it's
trying
so.
my best.
Yes, but we just have to try, because I really want to be able to eat some spicy things when I come to India also, because I know that's how it's supposed to be, and it will just taste magical if you have all the elements. You know.
Yes.
The, so yes, that's what I'm building myself up.
You were saying that's right. You're writing songs. Do you have a creative process when you write songs, or do you like to journal maybe, or put together everything at once, or maybe journal your thoughts and then put it together?
Yes, it's actually, you're a bit right. It's quite different from time to time. Sometimes I just come up with a lyric or a thing I want to say, like a little uh, quote that I can get inspired by, and I just have to write it down somewhere, and then maybe next day I can write a song out of that little idea, or a thought I had yesterday. And that happens all the time. I write ideas down every minute, or like all the time, every day. So they're just always there. But when I really want to write something from here, then I have to sit down at my piano, and it has to be completely quiet. um, and I just sit there for quite a long time, and it's kind of like meditation. And I just try to really think and really figure out what I need, and what am I feeling, and what are the people around me feeling, and what is the world feeling, and what would be nice for us to hear in a song right now. And I try to kind of think about that, and suddenly you just start playing. I often start just improvising first with the melodies, and then I can hear the words kind of popping out of the melody, and then it's very organically. It kind of just comes. So it's very, I can't really explain it, but it's very organically and fluid, like the ocean. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. I'm going to circle back to the first question. Runaway
Yeah,
came out 6 years ago. And
yeah,
at the time, I watched it a couple of years ago, obviously, but 6 years, it's been in February, it's been 6 years.
I
And
know.
it's kind of crazy and amazing to watch this day. I went through the YouTube section of Runaway music video. But did you come back here via TikTok, or did you come here by Instagram Reels? It's fascinating that so many are discovering it now, and the fact that they're actually discovering your discography as well. Is it a bit overwhelming and like amazing feeling?
Yes, it is very overwhelming, and it feels like I'm a part of a little game. And when you watch the song go up the lists,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a car race. It's kind of like whoop, and you say go, run away, and you kind of just watch it. It feels like a little game, and it's very strange. I don't understand why people are listening to it right now. But I think maybe it's just a coincidence, or maybe it was the song we needed right now, or
Yes.
maybe just who knows what it is. But I also know that it's quite normal sometimes to have a moment where you're in the spotlight and then it goes away again. So I'm also like, maybe this will last for just a little while and then we go back to normal, or maybe it just keeps on going. But I'm fine with either of them, as long as I can continue to make music. But it's very like, I don't know, I think it's exciting, but also I just want to let it go its own way. It's living its own life, its best life. It's like a teenager now. It's grown up and it has to live on its own.
But interestingly, you wrote this song, and I read this somewhere. You were 11 when you wrote this song.
Yes, I was very young. I don't understand it either. It's very weird. Of course, I think when I was 13, 14, I changed a bit of the lyrics for the better. But I wrote the song when I like the melody and most of the lyrics when I was 11. Um it's very strange. I don't understand it.
No,
But
no, but to have this kind of understanding of yourself, maybe at 11, I was walking through walls at 11, basically. So I probably would to have this kind of understanding of yourself. I think that's incredible to know that what kind of artist you are, and what like just after February, that's completed 6 years. In March, you've completed 5 years of your debut EP, and Running with the Wolves. I think it's one of my favorite works of yours. I'm going to ask you something. Do you have any memories of like few days before your debut album was about to come out, the jitters and the kind of excitement that it's going to be finally out for the audience to hear?
yes, I remember making and releasing my first album was a very strange experience, because that was the first time I I had to really make like my own masterpiece,
Yeah.
and accept that you have to stop working on it, because obviously you can never be finished with any piece of art. You can keep going forever. And if I should make a perfect song, I would only make one song, and I would be working on it my whole life. So it was a strange experience for me to have to accept that you have to let things be. And I remember it. I was really excited for the album and to release my first album ever. And I was very amazed by how people reacted to it. But then that amazement only lasted like one day, and then I started making my next album. I was like, no, okay, keep going. But so it was like, and then over. But I feel like when I'm finished with the music, when it's out there, then it belongs to the world. It's not mine anymore. So I just let them deal with it, and then I continue making new music.
Ask you, is this something that you've planned that you're going to do a series of curated EPs in future as well?
Yes, I think so, because it's nice, because now I'm I'm starting to have quite many albums out there, and there's quite a lot of music. So I thought I should just do a collections of my songs, so people can kind of go to the mood and already know, like, okay, this is perfect for me today. And it just feels like a nice thing, so people can much easier find all the songs by me that fits what they need from the music, because I feel like music should serve the people. It's like it should be there how we need it and when we need it. So it's very like I don't know. I just like the idea, and I will definitely make more of them.
Growing up, did you have any inspirations, icons, artists that you looked up to?
And I really loved Leonard Cohen when I was a child, because I kind of grew up without radio and TV. Like we didn't have the music on the TV. We didn't have so I didn't know about a lot of music, and I still don't have any streaming. I don't have any streaming platforms. I just have my LPs and CDs, because I like to have just what I have. It's so overwhelming to have every piece of music in the whole world. Um, so yes, Leonard Cohen I listened to because my parents did, and also a bit of Kate Bush, but very little, and a lot of classical music. And then when I was a teenager, I discovered heavy metal for myself, which I love.
Okay. I really, really hope that when things do get better, you do come to India, and
Yeah.
we would love to have you here and have a concert someday, because people are looking forward to it.
Oh, me too. And I will come. I know. I can see it in our timeline. I can't wait to come to India and meet you all in person also.
Yeah, that would be a great time. I hope the time comes soon. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I hope, is there something I did not ask you and something you would like to talk about?
No, I feel like you've asked all the right questions.
I'm absolutely honored to talk to you. I hope your music reaches wider audience always. Thank you so much. All the very best. Looking forward to everything that you're going to put out in future as well.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for your time as well. And have
Thank
a
you for
great
your
day.
time. Oh my God. Have a good day as well. Stay safe.
Stay safe.